Okay, so the first thing I thought we'd do is have a little look into why we would use carrot stretches. So as a physio, I often give carrot stretches to owners to perform with their horses for various reasons. So firstly, I would use them as a assessment tool to see if a horse has got good range of movement through its neck into sort of bending and stretching down, and also to see if it can move its head and then subsequently down its back to the left and to the right equally. And then if I find there's a restriction, I might suggest that they do these exercises in a certain way to increase that range of movement to the way that the horse is struggling. Also, if a horse is struggling to bend one way, so the rider's finding it hard to turn one way, we might give these exercises as well to help with the movement. But another reason which we would give carrot stretches is to do with the horse's back. So as you can see, should we take his rug off? Yeah, I'll give you that. Stand up. Put this over the door. So if we ask him to stand back, yeah, back well. Back well. Good boy. And I might just take him off there so he's not stuck too tight, if that's all right. Yeah. We'll put him onto the lead rope. Just so he's got a little bit more space. So yeah, okay. So can you see his back all right there? Yeah. So with some horses, you've probably noticed, some of them can be quite dippy through their back, have a big tummy, and they're not really using these muscles through their back. That can be pain, that can be poor saddle fit, that can be age, that can be poor muscle bulk, lots of different reasons why they would get that. But as you'll see in a minute, doing the carrot stretches will help to lift their back and to helps actually to build some of the muscle through their back. So if I take hold of him, and then the piece of paper you've got in your hand is one of the research studies that was done, and that basically explains how doing these stretches over a period of weeks actually leads to increased muscle activity through the horse's back. And that muscle activity, so the muscle that they're talking about is called multifidus, and now that's a muscle that we have and horses have, and it basically runs through their back, and what the role of that muscle is, or one of the roles of the muscle, is in what we call segmental stability of the spine. So as you'll probably be aware, our backs and horses' backs have lots of different vertebrae, so little blocks, and they change as they go through the body. So they've got a thoracic spine and a lumbar spine like we have. Now those little blocks allow a certain degree of movement, and if the muscles and soft tissues that allow and control the movement don't work effectively, they can allow discomfort, pain, dysfunction, things like osteoarthritis to build up within the horse's spine. So it's really, really important that these muscles work effectively and are strong so that they can stabilise the horse's spine. So that piece of research there is a study that was done in 2011, I think. Yeah, in 2011. And basically, if you just have a little read, but that's pretty much explaining what I've just been through, and that is really good that we've got that piece of evidence, which helps to back up, what I've been explaining.